Okay. All right. We're not gonna fuck it up today, Christopher. We're not gonna fuck up the intro today. All right. Woo. Thank
Why
you.
do it look like you have no neck?
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, it just caught me off guard. Why the fuck does it look like you have no neck? I can't
What are you
do.
talking about? I do. I'm just wearing a hoodie. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Fuck you. Thank you, and welcome to another episode of the Carolina Otaku Podcast. I'm Afro, and I'm here with my co-host who says I don't have no fucking neck.
Lexi. Hi, guys. How are you? Welcome back.
Fuck you. That's the most you said in the intro. All right. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you for joining us again. And yeah, you guys know how we start these off. You know what we've been up to in the past week or the last time we spoke. So yeah, what have you been up to, Lexi? You have some good stuff that you've been up to.
Anyways, we were just talking about this. So, anyways, yeah, hey guys, welcome back. We miss you guys. I don't know why it looks like he has no neck, but it really does look like he has no neck, or that his head is like 2 times bigger than what it usually is, but it's really freaking me out right now, you guys. So we're gonna talk about that real quick. But other than that,
fuck you.
Back at you. Other than that, lately I got a 3D printer, stepped into that realm. It has been a challenge. Yeah.
Do you have what you printed?
Yeah, I have some of it. So this is like little baby Grogu.
When did you do that one?
Yeah, a couple days ago. That one. He has a bong in his hand. And then there's bats.
Oh, that's nice.
Hello Kitty. Okay. She was around here. I don't know where she went, but there's like a little small miniature Hello Kitty. But she's around here somewhere. There's a little small miniature Hello Kitty that I made so far. So that's some of the stuff I made. Oh, wait, and there's one more thing I made that's sitting right here. So.
Nice. Ashtray?
Yes.
Ah, smart. I'll fuck with that. Okay. What did you realize when it comes to 3D printing that like the difficult part about it? Is there any difficult part?
The whole entire thing is difficult. Like, so I don't know a lot about 3D printing. Starting off, I still don't know a lot, but I got an Anchor Make M5C, which is probably like really like your entry level printer. Like it's really easy to print. Like start off, like you have like you could search for like STL files for different things that you want to print, instead of having to use like Kira to slice it and then send it to the printer and all that stuff. You don't have to do that, and it's pretty fast. It still takes, like, depending on the size and the details of the print, it could take a while, but I think like most of these took maybe like a couple hours to make. So if that, depending on the print.
Nice.
Yeah, but the main thing is just making sure you have like the right filaments, the right temperatures. A lot lately it's been hard to get the what they call like adhesion onto the plates, so it's causing like halfway through your print where it's like you see spirals and stuff. It's because of the adhesion, so that's a big problem I've been having lately. But you know, trial and error. I put way too much money into this, so we're kind of stuck with it now. So we're here.
How much filament have you bought?
I think I have 10 things of filament, and I just got it like a week ago. Yeah, I have red, blue, this color. There is a black oh, it's not a black titanium, but it's like a titanium kind of color. There's gray, and then I bought like 4 spills at Micro Center yesterday at different times, like Pet G, PLA Plus. I already have a PLA Silky. And did I get any other kind of filament? I can't remember if I got another kind of filament, but yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. That's what's up. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. What have I been up to? Working. That's about it. I'm really doing too much. Just really working, getting ready for the trip in October, and
Is this the trip we were talking about yesterday?
the work trip, Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee trip.
You trying to be a passport bro, you guys? Anyways,
no, not. Since I'm driving that 8 hours, I want to get my brakes changed on the Volvo, so I'm gonna do that. And yeah, I gotta do that. Last thing I want to do is look. I've been to Tennessee before. A lot of them motherfuckers can't drive, yo. You know how many accidents? I went to Tennessee. I saw so many accidents on the road. It was crazy. As soon as we hit that North Carolina state line in Tennessee, it was like accident, boom, boom. I was like, what in the hell is going on here? It was crazy to me. Crazy. Yeah, that's about it. Nothing too crazy. Thinking about finding another gig. Not like keeping the job that I have, but doing something else. I just don't know what though. I'm starting to like logistics because I do a lot of it like with the job that I have now. So, might try to find something in that. I don't know though. Maybe. Yeah.
You leave me by myself in tech?
I mean, I'm still going to be in tech, but it just, I don't know. I like the logistics side of things. We, it's a lot of shit with it. I've been making a lot of phone calls to like FedEx and different countries and shit, but man, it's pretty nice. It's not too bad. But yeah, that's about it from my side. Nothing crazy. I will say the weather was really nice today. But anyway, so in this episode, we're kind of gonna branch off into one thing into another, but the bulk of it is basically being introverted and extroverted. I brought this up to Lexi over the weekend, and she said, "I'm introverted just like you. So what the fuck are we going to talk about?"
Yeah, I am.
And I was like, you're definitely more extroverted than I am. It might not be a lot, but you are.
I am not. I am very much an introvert. Yes. We've had this conversation, but anyways, we can have it.
You go to so many concerts.
Okay.
That's not being introverted.
Yes, it is. It very much is. And like, hold up, because I go outside and I'm in them streets sometimes. Don't let it fool you. I am an introvert, okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not like a total like just out there extrovert. No, not at all.
No, I am an introvert. Stop acting like I'm not.
I'm not saying that you're not. I never said you're not.
But I'm not more extroverted than you. I just because like I go to like concerts or whatever doesn't mean that I'm like more extrovert. Like if I go out like a place like that, high probability there's somebody with me. Okay. Because I don't like large crowds for one by myself. Okay. Because like yeah, that's a no-go. And then when I'm out, I don't like being talked to. Like I have blinders on when I'm out. Like it's in and out. So like if somebody like says something to me and I don't catch it, I'm sorry. I scoot by, but like even when like I don't even notice it. So like I got the car wrap, right? And it's a pretty wrap. I never notice when people are looking at my car. But like if I'm not driving, somebody else is driving, they will notice everybody looking at the car. And I'm just like, oh, I'm not paying any really attention. Same thing if people are looking at me in public. Like, unless you look at me dead in the face and I can see you dead ass looking at me like that shit, don't do that. If you're looking at me dead in the face, I don't notice. Yeah, I would notice. Just like, yeah. And I have resting bitch face, so like ain't nobody approaching me or talking to me in public because they think I'm a bitch. So it is what it is.
It what made me think about this topic is, yes, as she said, we are both introverts. One of the main reasons why I have the job that I have working at the range is to get me out of that. You know what I mean? Because I'm
Look at him.
talking
He's
to
doing better than me.
Oh, shut up. Talking to a bunch of people that have the same interests, right? And I've met a lot of different characters at this range. A lot of different characters. But most of them have been pretty nice and copacetic. But that was one of the reasons why I took the job, because it gets me out of that comfort zone. And it's not like I don't know how to talk to people. Like that's never the issue. I know how to talk to fucking people. I'm not like a fucking mute or anything. And just, you know, somebody say, "Hi, how are you?" And I'm just like, it just like dip, you know. But I do think there are certain, I don't know, because some people might say that because we go to conventions, we're not introverted people, right? And I would say, yeah, I would say personally, nowadays, honestly, the way that them shits are packed, I'm still not talking to no fucking body at these cons. That's the thing. I'm not talking to nobody, right? And it's just, I'm just not going to. Like, I know so many people that be like, "Oh my gosh, why don't you, talk to, a woman at the con or something like that. Get to know her." I'm like, first of all, the last thing that a woman wants to deal with is a motherfucker walking up to her, and especially if she's in some fucking cosplay, right? Walk up to her. She probably, honestly, she is probably, how can I put this so it doesn't sound shitty? Okay. We talked about the con goer, right? I think we forgot one. We forgot about the motherfuckers, or excuse my language, the niggas that go to these things and just fucking just lurk. It just lurk. It just the lurkers, right?
Yeah.
They go to panels in the back, checking to see what the fuck going on, checking to see what's out there, go to the vendor room. There's usually a group of them. Right? And they just lurking. They lurk. That's what. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, he's telling the truth, though. Case in point, like, all right. Speaking of like introvert and like social batteries and all this shit, this is a great story to tap into all that. So, like, when I went to MomoCon one year, right? I was in a cosplay. I was doing a panel. And then like a bunch of people from my community wanted to like meet up and hang out and like do all kind of shit. Okay.
Yeah.
You already know. I just said it before. I do not like being around a lot of people. So we're talking about social battery being drained by the end of that. Mm-hmm. Completely drained. It didn't help that that was the year that somebody was following me around the whole entire time I was at the con. So it doesn't help. But yeah, you will see those lurkers. You will see those people that like just in like either in your little panel or they might see you
around that nigga at the same time. Like
at the same.
I don't know how that motherfucker just end up around you at all times. How? Who fucking knows? But he just shows up. He just shows up. But we forgot about the lurk.
You know I cannot hear you, by the way, so you need to hang on. Mm-mm. We're having technical difficulties, you guys. We apologize. We'll get back to it momentarily. If you're listening to this, I apologize for the dead air. He's fixing his mic, you guys. And if you guys are watching this, you can see what we're doing. Want to try now? No. No. I cannot.
Now. Hello?
Now I can. Hi, welcome back.
That's weird. I was using the broadcast thing and it just must have went out. Huh. Okay. Whatever. But yeah, drove up to my for my grandmother's funeral, and my stepmother and my dad had like this little, got the family together, a little game night thing after the fact. And I said, yeah, I ain't going. my sister went and they were like, where's Christopher? And she was like, yeah, his social battery is done. That was it. He was out for most of the day meeting people and seeing people and hugs and all that shit. Yeah, I'm good. So I get what you mean by that. Like it's I'm one of those people that me being an introvert is like going to the store early in the morning because nobody else is there. Crack of dawn type shit as soon as they open. Going to the gym at 3 a.m. because nobody else is in that bitch.
Yeah.
I can play the music as loud as I want, and by the time I am done, that's where everybody and their mother is coming in. I'm out. I got to go. I try to get everything done that I have to do during the day, most times in the morning. So I have the afternoon to do whatever I want. If you're like, hey, let's go out at like after 8 o'clock. Oh, hell no. 8 o'clock for me is cool. When like the whole wedding, like that wedding thing you were talking about, when you were like, oh yeah, got there like around 5, we didn't leave like around like 11. And I was like, 11 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that. Can't do that. Oh man. That's my type of being a introvert. Like I don't do bars, don't do the club shit, don't do parties or nothing like that. I just don't like loud noises. That's why I live in the fucking country for a reason.
I don't like loud noises either.
Yeah.
But I can tolerate certain loud noises. Like thunderstorms, can't do it.
Thunderstorms, those are the best.
No, they're not. When I hear the crack of lightning, no, it's not. I'm probably under my covers. I'm not dealing with that. Okay? We're not doing that. Loud noises, like, just irritate me. But unlike him, I am that person that will go to like, I used to go to bars and like clubs. And like, obviously I go to weddings that end late and concerts that end late. You know, he's an old man, so he doesn't do these things. Just kidding, but he's an introvert. No,
I'm old as shit. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. Go ahead.
Whoa, okay. Chill. You know.
That's cool.
But yeah. Just because I do those things does not mean that like I am an extrovert. Because it's not like I'm going out and I'm like looking for people to talk to or whatever. It's probably because I'm going out with somebody or, you know, we're hanging out. So that's why I'm out and about. And like I said, when I am out by myself doing stuff, like I don't, I'm just like blind.
Yep. Yeah. I have headphones on most of the time if I'm out.
Yep. You see me with like my AirPods or my AirPod Max with the little not skulls, but like little spikes on it. So people don't approach me at all. They're like, oh, never mind.
I got headphones on. And I think that nowadays you might meet a lot of people that are more introverted. And I mean, I think some kids nowadays are probably a lot more introverted just because of just the way that shit is now compared to when we were growing up, and it was like, go outside, go do some shit, come back when lights come on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or, I can remember being outside and my grandmother telling me, hey, y'all need to come inside. Time to come in. It's getting dark. Type shit like that.
Street lights on? Oh,
yeah.
Your ass in the house.
Gotta go. But nowadays it's to the point where, like, I think it's damn near like molded into children because of how everything is just, I don't know, everything's on your phone. You don't have to go out much. You can communicate, do all that shit. I do believe, like, hey, sometimes you got to go out and touch some grass. You got to go out and touch grass. You have to go out and touch grass. And it's just, you can't stay dormant. But, like, man, I don't know. This goes kind of deep because it goes into, like, also, like, the hobbies that you have. Like, if you don't have, like, certain hobbies that involve social interactions, then that's also another big thing that could bring, that can bring you closer to being or make you an introvert. Like, most of the hobbies that I have don't really involve groups of people or anything like that. Working on my cars because I enjoy doing that. Gaming can involve people, but it's not in-person interaction. It's all.
Hold on, wait a minute. Stop that.
What? Go ahead, hit me.
So, like, you can say gaming is an introvert thing, but it's really not when you think about it, okay? Depends on the games that you're playing. And then first off, it really doesn't matter. Either way, if you're playing a single player or multiplayer game, it can be an extrovert thing. Especially if it's a single player game, you're like, okay, well, let me find a community that maybe, knows something about this game. Like, hey, how do you do this in the game? So you're now talking to other people that play this exact same game as you. Or even multiplayer. Hey, let me find somebody else that, I can play with. And now you guys or whatever are playing. Like, I know a lot of people that make friends with Inside Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Or connections with Inside Gaming. Like, like, for instance, like me and Ellie. Rest in peace, Ellie. But anyways, that's how we met. We met in a group full of gamers. All had in common that we were all Black gamers, right? And so she didn't live that far to me, she lived like 2 hours away. Not even 2 hours away. She lived an hour away from me. And so we have been playing online or whatever, and we met in person, and then we just became good friends. And we used to stream together, we used to play games together, we would hang out, go on vacation together, and it all just started because of
that.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I guess so, because I can probably say that. Even me being in the whole like car community shit, I met some people through it for sure, especially with like the firearm shit. So guns and stuff. Yeah, for sure. So yeah. Do you think when it comes to dating, do you think it matters being with somebody that's extroverted to get you out sometimes of the introverted shit? Or is the introvert is the two having a relationship that are two introverted people, that shit is like
I've been on both ends of that.
Yeah.
And it really just depends on who you're with. So like, you guys know, whatever. But I have an ex-fiance, right? He was an extrovert. Love to be the center of attention. Love to go out, whatever, run the streets. All right, cool.
Run the streets, twice.
We're not going to go into the whole story. Okay.
Yeah.
But like, I think when you're dating, you need to find somebody that matches you. And what I mean by that is like, he would go out, he would like, I'm going to this party or whatever. No, I don't really like parties like that, but whatever. Like I went to a few. Wasn't my kind of scene or whatever. And like my social battery drained. He wants to stay. Whatever. Cool. You obviously see that didn't work out because like he likes to be the center of attention. I do not like being the center of attention. He likes to go out and make a mess and cause a ruckus, and like I'm not about that. And so that was just a lot of conflict, but also like being an introvert and being two introverts, it could also be a bad thing too, because like, okay, we're both introvert. And then obviously there's levels to your introvertness. Some are just like, I want to stay at home. I'm a neat. I ain't going nowhere. We ain't doing nothing. We ain't going outside.
Right.
You know, that ain't gonna fly with me because I'm outside in these streets sometimes and like I need like a role partner just to do something, just be like whatever. And you know, they don't enjoy it, they don't like it. So like you have to find that person that kind of like matches what your range is.
Yeah.
And like also being an introvert, two introverts together, I mean, it can make that codependency, like you guys are just codependent on each other for like social interaction, and like you really don't have anybody else to vent to outside of that besides that particular partner, and it can be a whole mess.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Definitely. I would think that having, like you said, yeah, you need to find somebody who is kind of in your same realm and in that same type of I don't know, like you said, in that same, if you want to be with somebody that's introverted and you want to find somebody who might be a little bit more extroverted, you know, that might want to
It's
get
okay
you
to
out.
get you out, have a little fun every now and again, but you don't want that partner that's like resenting you because like you in the house and they on the street and they view you as boring and whatever. I've had that before where I've been viewed as boring because like I'm not out in the streets like that all the time or whatever, and they're like, you're boring, and then like, okay, cool, then now you're gone, I'm out in the streets and I'm turning up, and where you at, like, you know. Anyway, proceeding on. But like, just find somebody that matches you or that is tolerant of where you are as far as your comfort zone, I guess is the way.
True. Very true. I do think like I have no problem going out to like dinner and shit, with dinners and stuff like that. Awesome, cool, trying new places, dope as fuck. I love that shit. But if you're like, hey, my friend is having this party, do you want to go? I'm like, oh, I think my hip is going to be out of place then. So I need to take a little range.
Or either like, are we going, but we ain't staying but 30 minutes or an hour, then we out.
Yeah, definitely. I'm like, I don't know about that one. What time to start? Oh, for real?
Who gonna be there?
Yeah, right. Oh shit. Yeah, that's kind of you kind of. I don't know about that. I would say if I'm doing stuff with my partner, I don't. That's dope as shit, and it's just us two. But when it's like more people involved in it, like I've never been on like a group date before, but I just had this feeling that I probably would not like that shit.
Why?
You said why?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it
like, not like you don't know the other people. Like you guys are all friends. You guys all know each other. So you tell me if you don't know, like.
I mean, sometimes it's not like that though. Sometimes you don't know. You don't know shit, and all you motherfuckers just end up in the same place because this person knows this person, this person knows this person, this person knows this person, right? So you don't know how this person acts, how this person sounds, how they interact with each other. One dude can be so fucking obnoxious. You're just like, dude, will you shut the fuck up? Yeah. Like you talk too goddamn much. Here's $1. Shut the fuck up. You know, shit like that.
But then again, that's when you got a good partner. Y'all can have that nonverbal communication, like.
You do one of these like, ooh, looks like I'd be hitting the old dusty trail and then just get up and just go. Because that shit is crazy.
Or your bet, like even like me and my best friend David, like we'll do that too. We'll just like look at each other, have a whole communication without saying nothing.
Yep.
Or
it's time to go.
Just like you have to, I guess, going out, you got to be with people that you know and you can trust, kind of, in those kind of situations. But
yeah, definitely. And I can't say here, honestly, I couldn't tell you. I can only tell you like the side as an introvert because that's what I mostly am. Can't really tell you much about the extrovert. I think just extroverts are just like out there. I'm not saying they need to be a center of attention, but
not all of them.
No,
some of them.
But I do think that it's just like they get an itch to. I got to go do something. I got to go somewhere. I got to, just be out and about. I can't stay in this place for, a certain amount of time. I think, how can I put this? I'm not saying that all extroverts are like this, but I do think that some extroverted people, some possibly couldn't do work from home jobs.
No, that's already been talked about, discussed. Some people just like being in that social interaction and like talking to people.
Yeah.
And they just do not do well with work from home. Like, I remember when I worked at Verizon, there was this one coworker that I had that I know if he went work from home, he would hate it because he loves to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody.
Yeah.
Like his calls, he would get like, when we used to take calls, he would get like 9 calls a day. And we're supposed to be like up to the 20s just because he'd be talking to people on the phone that long and socializing. And then he socialized with everybody that was in the center. So it just like, he has to socialize. Yes.
Yeah. I'll be trying to get out that conversation so fucking quick. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I got to go, man. I gotta go take a shit or something. Damn, let me go. Like, I do whatever to get the fuck out of this conversation. So yeah, I really can't say much about the extrovert shit. So, but just don't. Another thing is, don't let anybody. I'm to the point where I say that, it's okay to be fucking boring, dude. Some people okay, let's talk about this shit. On this the whole balloon shit, right? We talked about this before, that whole balloon shit that's going around and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So I have seen so much shit of like people, like literally, they be like, so why did you pop your
balloon?
Yeah. I don't know. That nigga look kind of boring to me. You know what I mean? Not really, I'm just not feeling it. That nigga got a big ass head. Like, all right, cool.
Oh, like I said earlier, like how you look like you had no neck and your head was 2 times bigger than you were.
Yeah. It's just like somebody calls me boring. The first thing I'm saying is thank you. Because I wouldn't want to be anything fucking thank you. God damn. I wouldn't want to be anything else. Thank you for calling me boring. Because I feel fucking great. I will shake your hand if you call me boring. Thank you. See you later. You know, like
it is cool. It is what it is. Like I've been called that several times. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care.
What? I don't know what people expect. Like, do people expect people to just be like out here just on some like, I don't know, like, I don't know, some crazy shit every day? You know what I mean?
I feel like as we get older and like as social media like comes ingrained into like everybody's day-to-day life, we go on and we see these influencers and like their life looks all grand and they're out and about and they're on vacation, they're at this party living it up, doing this, doing that, whatever, yaze. And like now people are like, well, damn, my life is fucking boring compared to X, Y, and Z or whatever. And there was this one channel I like follow on TikTok where the guy like it's like romanticize your like 9 to 5 or whatever, and it's basically he just makes TikTok clips about like his day, like him just being a average working person is like,
It's a white dude.
hey, yes, you know what I'm talking about.
I know you're talking about,
yeah. But he just makes random clips about his day or whatever, his normal ass life, and like, you know, he's not the one that like I'm going to quit my 9 to 5 just to do like TikTok. He's just like, you know, I like working my 9 to 5. It brings me peace, and like even for me, like I don't want to do the content creation full time. Like I like getting a paycheck and I'm guaranteed to get that paycheck every week. I ain't got to worry about like, I mean, I have health insurance, it's paid through my employer. So like things like that, I just, you know, it's not a bad thing to like have a normal life.
Nope.
Not everybody's going to have an extravagant life. Not everybody's going to have like a mansion. Not everybody's going to have, you know, yachts or whatever the case may be. So it's okay sometimes, you know, it's okay to just live a normal life and be happy with that. Like
definitely. You know, last thing, you're right about the whole influence and shit, because you'll see some motherfuckers be like, you got a 9 to 5, nigga. What? You fucking, you're dumb.
You working for somebody? Yeah. Why you not out here being an entrepreneur? Why you not out here getting this content creation coin? Like, girl, what you doing?
It's like, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. I got I got a check coming in, like, come on, man. I got health insurance and shit like that. You know, this goes back to the shit we talked about last time. Everybody trying to be on this entrepreneur shit, right? And then that shit ain't easy shit. I'm not saying working a 9 to 5 is easy, but I mean, I know who I'm going to when I don't get my goddamn check. HR, hey, people in HR, fuck going on with my money. You know, you're right. The influencer shit is crazy. You want to get rich? You want to make $10,000 a month? If you're not making $10,000 a month, what the fuck are you doing? What do you mean? What am I doing? I'm living my life the best I can.
And then people act like, and then if it's like, it's possible to make that amount of money working a 9 to 5.
Yeah, it is.
It's not out of reach.
No, it's not.
You can do it.
You can. You definitely can. Look, and it. If you're working a 9 to 5, y'all continue to work that shit. We talked about this shit. If you want to move up into other shit, go for it. Do it. Take the risk. That's the biggest thing about anything in life. You have to be willing to take that risk. You have to be willing to take the risk. Even if you're trying to step out to be more extroverted, that is a risk that you are taking. That is a risk that you're taking.
Don't. I get it. Take a risk. Y'all, please stop taking these delusional ass risks. And like, it's crazy. Like, why? I think it was like last year, where the lady like said she had moved to Texas.
Oh yes,
where her kids,
I wanted to be
a full-time influencer with a small follow count and no savings. Jeez. Like, you have kids. You can't be taking a delusional risk like that. Now you homeless and you got these babies with you. Or like...
I mean, she's probably making it now.
Well, now that she's been on the news and everybody knows the damn name, like, yeah, she probably is making some coin now.
Making it now. It's probably good.
But then again, a lot of people probably forgot about that. So she may not be making any coin because everybody made her name. So, hey, but...
Yeah.
Or like, even with like streaming, people will be like, yeah, I'm gonna quit my job to be a full-time streamer. And then what? You ain't got no savings. How many viewers are you get? How much money were you making before you decided that you want to go full-time? Do you have any brand deals, affiliate marketing, like merch, or like how are you gonna get this revenue source? Like, it's not just easy as I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to do this full time. Like, please, if you're going to take that risk, make it a calculated risk.
Yep.
That's all I say.
Yeah, man. Jesus Christ. Like you said, if you're going to do something, just make sure you have your shit together before you do it. Make sure you have your shit together. That's the biggest thing. If you're trying to take a hobby and you want to make that shit into some full-time shit, think about it first. Plan it out. You like playing video games? Okay. Think about the game that you want to play. Think about how much time you're going to put into this shit, and think about that you probably won't be making any type of profit for like 6 months.
Or, when your hobby becomes your job, you start to hate your hobby now and you don't want to do it at all.
Yep.
That one.
Yep. And I tried to do a segue there, but it probably didn't work. But speaking of hobbies, Lexi didn't want to talk about this because she's just like, I don't give a fuck. But I think it's pretty funny. There's been this list of least attractive hobbies for men according to women. And who would have thunk it? Number one on the list, playing video games. Come on. Who would have
thought it? Like,
right. Let me just go through these. Playing video games, collecting figurines. That's 2. I'm already magic tricks. I don't do magic tricks. No. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know a lot of motherfuckers that are just walking around with, just doing magic tricks and shit like that. Online trolling. How would you know somebody's doing that unless they told you? Gambling. That's a big one. That should be like number 1.
Number 1? Yeah.
That should be number 1. Building model trains. There's nothing wrong with that. It's actually a really nice hobby. It's actually pretty cool. Taxidermy. Okay. That's kind of out there. Comic book collecting, which honestly, love it. I mean, it's great. And bird watching. Look, there's nothing wrong with bird watching. Nothing at all. Like,
I mean, is he low key a peeping Tom while he's bird watching though? Like,
I think you can. I don't know. That's a good point.
Forgot about that part.
That's a good point. I forgot about that. But on this score chart, playing video games is like at a 90. Bird watching is at 50.
Okay.
What?
I feel like our generation and before is probably causing most of that. Because I feel like now you have everybody now is playing video games and it's becoming more socially accepted. So, but again, we still have that why do I want to date a man that all he does is play video games? Every time he comes home, he wants to play video games. And never spend no time with me. Which, okay, I get that's a valid argument. I get it. We talked about it.
Yeah.
But
sorry, go ahead.
No, a lot of people still view that as being childish and immature.
Yeah.
When you play video games. Yeah.
Jesus. And then I found a list of the top unattractive things that men find with women, hobby-wise. You want to take a guess what the first one is?
Makeup.
Huh?
Makeup?
No.
What is it?
Tarot cards and astrology.
Oh, they don't like them astrology bitches. Okay.
That's hilarious. The gem, the crystals, the shit like. I saw this and I laughed.
They don't like those spiritual hoes. Okay, cool.
Because I thought that was funny as shit. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Second is no hobbies, which actually you run into that shit a fucking lot. No hobbies. So you're like, so what are your hobbies?
I don't have any.
Like, what? What the fuck are you doing? Compulsive shopping.
What? Why are you looking at me for? The fuck?
I wanted a fucking podcast and it's on a video. Damn. Addiction to social media. Traveling.
Hold on. What's wrong with traveling? Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Traveling.
Somebody said, the question was, what are hobbies that women have that you find unattractive? Somebody said, travel is not a hobby. That's what they said. Travel is not a hobby.
Excuse the fuck out of me. Traveling as a hobby is one of the ones that I enjoy a lot. You get to see new places, try new things, experience a culture that you never experienced before. You put a lot of time into planning these trips. You put a lot of money into this trip. So how is this not a hobby? I want to.
Yeah, you tell. Hey, tell her, because I ain't got the answer. Gossiping.
That's not a hobby.
Watching reality TV. That could be
that could be a hobby.
Yeah. Having a OnlyFans.
I mean, what's wrong with that? She making money. Let her get her coin.
Clubbing.
Yeah, I can see why that. That's very, yeah.
Being a Swiftie or overly into celebrity culture.
So she likes celebrity gossip. Why didn't she just put that? Like, why do you got to put it like?
No, I thought that was pretty funny. But nah, having the astrology and the tarot cards, like me personally, I don't believe in the astrology shit. It's like I always like.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's just one of the questions that I always like hate is, oh, what are you? And I'm just like, I'm this. I'm not gonna say it here, but I am this. Because the last thing that people be like, what you usually tell them, and what's the next thing that usually come out their mouth? I knew it. I knew it. I could feel it. I knew it. You totally just give off that vibe. Like,
okay, so he doesn't believe it. I do it to a certain extent. Okay? Yeah. So he ain't gonna tell y'all. I'll tell y'all mine. Y'all probably already know it anyways because I post about it all the time. I am a Capricorn. Guess what that means? Okay. Capricorn. Alrighty. That means I am an Earth sign. That means that I'm about my paper and minding my business. And I do not like people like that. Okay. So that's literally what it means. Now, does that define all my personality traits? No, it does not. But
some people live by that shit, though.
Yes, some people do. But it doesn't necessarily mean that like that's everything about you. It just identifies some common things that you might have with other people in that same sign. So like my twin, he is also a Capricorn. We do not have the same birthday or whatever, but we are both Capricorns and we got very similar. And a lot of Capricorns that I know, we are all very similar. So like it doesn't necessarily mean that like, oh, you a Capricorn, you match everything to a freaking T, but you might have some like indications like I will never date another Leo. No, not doing it. Why? Because they like to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you guys know some Leos. And you're like, oh wait, yeah, they do. Mm-hmm, they do.
Yeah, I'm an Aries.
Oh, he told you guys.
Yeah, I'm an Aries, but I don't know what any of that shit got to do with shit. So I don't care. And honestly, the Torah card shit. I sent you the message from Instagram that I got from the random person.
Yeah.
Saying that she felt some type of stupid fucking energy for me. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? So I was like, who the fuck is this? So I text my friend who's into like she's into the tarot cards and crystals and stuff. And I was like, what the hell is this? And she was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't know, spiritual scammers.
Yeah, those are scammers. And she was like, you never seen that before? And I was like, hell no. And
Yeah,
the message, and honestly, she said that shit, and I said, who are you? I don't
know
you.
you.
Who are you? And I was just like, she's like, I just feel some type of energy or something coming from you. And I'm like, I should have played along with it and just been like, you know what? You're right. I feel that energy too. Mm-hmm. You know what? I feel that energy too.
Hold up, wait a minute. No, I wouldn't even played into that. Just leave it alone and keep it moving. Because next thing you know, you're gonna walk around and some bad shit gonna happen to you. Just let it go.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I've never, ever encountered this. Ever.
They exist.
I was like, whoa. That fucked me up there for a minute.
I like how you ignored me when I saw Sunny come in the room and I said, Sunny.
She was sitting down. She was laying down here the whole time.
No, she got up.
No, she got up to basically turn around and lay back down.
Excuse
me. Yeah, she's just been chilling. I have her bed. I moved her bed to the office just because I work in here most of the time and she's just in here. So one of her beds I had to throw out because I had it for a while. I need to buy her another one. Yeah, that shit fucked me up, man. Like I said, I've seen people go buy the crystals and all that stuff, and I mean they're pretty crystals, nice gems and stuff. I mean that's cool, but I don't get it. I really don't. It just, I don't know. I don't want to wake up and my girl's like standing over top of me with like a fucking crystal praying over me. You know what I mean? Like I don't need, like I'm waking up and I'm like, what the fuck you doing?
Oh, that's not even funny, but I know somebody, like their dad is in this relationship and like the woman that they're with does like roots and all kind of other stuff. Yeah. And so they moved to escape her and she just followed them and he still hasn't escaped. I'm just gonna leave that there on the table. There you go.
Man, protect yourselves. Jesus Christ. But yeah, man. It I don't know. It's a lot of stuff we talked about, but if you're an introvert, don't let anybody, basically be the introvert that you are. Don't let anybody tell you that it's wrong. Don't let anybody ever tell you that, oh, maybe you should get out. I mean, people are going to tell you, maybe you should get out more and socialize more and all that stuff. If you don't fucking want to, you don't have to do shit. Especially, okay, let me rephrase this. If you live in your mother's house,
please go outside, please.
Yeah.
We beg of you.
Please go. If you live in your mama's house, you need to go. But you live by yourself, you got your own shit, you ain't got to do a goddamn thing but do what you want to do. That's just the way that it is. If you're an extrovert, I mean, understand that introverts are introverts. Sometimes they don't want to do certain shit.
I think on both ends, like introverts, we need to understand that extroverts, they need to talk to people. They need to socialize. Okay, cool. That ain't your steez. That's cool. Same thing with introverts. We don't want to talk to people. We just want to chill. We don't want to. It's just like we gotta understand each other and like, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. For sure. Jesus Christ. Damn. It was something else that I wanted to, that I was gonna bring up. Oh, yeah. Fall's on the way, you guys. And
is that really what you wanted to bring up? Was that fall was he?
Yes, because I'm ready for it. Fuck this summer.
I don't want to be cold.
Fuck this summer. Fuck the heat that we had. I'm ready for this nice cold weather. I can open up my windows, and oh man, the only thing that sucks when it starts getting cold is that since I got this well shit pipe, the freezing and all that shit. That's the only thing. I just have to keep my water dripping. But other than that, it's not bad. Oh, and I'm also going to be buying another smoker.
There we go. All right, you have fun with that.
I'm going to take it. So my mom is doing Thanksgiving this year. I'm not doing it, so I'm going up there. And I was like, maybe I can, because then, HOA bullshit, all that crap. I can't take the one that I hook up to the back of my truck and tow.
Wait. Hold up. You got an HOA out there?
My mom does.
Oh, that's
not where I am. Hell no. People shoot in their backyard here. So it's just, I was like, okay, I'm gonna find a smaller smoker that can at least fit like 3 briskets on it, and I can just put in the bed of my truck. All I have to do is just lift it and it just goes in the bed. Right? If I can do that, I'm cool. And I'm able to roll it to the back of my mom's house and it's not in sight, we're good. And she was like, maybe you can like sell some barbecue while you're up there too. And I was like, yeah, maybe. So try to find something a little bit smaller, not this big ass one that I got. And, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens for sure. Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to add?
Unlike him, I am not ready for fall. But pumpkin spice season is back at Starbucks, so I'm happy. So
oh my goodness, you one of those people?
Hell yeah! Pumpkin cream cold brew, 2% milk, and 2 pumps of caramel syrup with the cup lined with caramel. That's my order.
A cup what?
The cup lined with caramel.
Oh, sorry, I don't drink coffee at Starbucks.
Well, because you don't have one close by.
There's
anyways, there is a new Starbucks. There's a new Starbucks where I live, 5 minutes away. You know I'm gonna be at Starbucks all the time. Worse than I was before.
Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. But thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Carolina Otaku Podcast. We will see you when we see you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.